Here's what's fascinating to me about reading this book was I was going back through all the memories I had of client meetings. When the topic of education funding came up, it was one of the places where it seemed as if spouses had never spoken about it. What did you find in terms of these feelings? Why do we avoid this conversation?
I think there's a couple of reasons, right? Any um, conversation with a spouse that could potentially involve going back into the past and dredging up negative feelings or experiences or things that you wish that were different with your parents in particular. It's not an easy thing to do, right? And so it's not a pleasant conversation. And then to have it with your spouse is to introduce the possibility of conflict, right? And even if there's no conflict, which most people try to avoid with their spouses, right? Even if there is no conflict, perhaps that there is a goal that's so big that it seems to dwarf whatever goal you may have, and whatever financial goals you may have as an engaged couple or as a couple who is expecting a baby or about to adopt one, right? And so, like many things that involve large numbers and lots of feelings, they're easy to avoid and they're easy to screw up. I mean, in some ways, it's like estate planning, right? It's the same sort of thing, right? You don't deal with it until it's too late. And, then maybe there's a big fight and then there's a, decent possibility that you do it wrong.